Ladies and gents, welcome to Insta Chat with the journalist. My name is Andile and I'm the journalist DJ, of course. And yeah, every once in a while we go live on Instagram and we chat to some people in the dance culture community. And my guest today is a lady that goes by the name of Genevieve. And yeah, she's a vocalist, a very talented singer slash songwriter. So today really we'll be just chatting to her about her journey, getting to understand, her story as well as what she's been up to of late. So without further ado, let me add her on. So with the live, thank you so much for taking your time out on this beautiful Tuesday evening to have a chat with
Hi
us.
there.
Hey, how are you? Are you good?
Good. Thank you.
Okay, I think the network is a bit slow there.
I'm
I'm
going
good.
to
I'm
drop
good.
off and then
I'm good. I'm good.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna
Uh,
let me drop off and then I'm gonna come back. Okay.
okay. All right. Cool. No problem. So yeah, welcome, ladies and gents. There was just a bit of a network issue there. So Genevieve is just decided to jump off for a bit, and then she's gonna come back, and then yeah, we're gonna continue with our chat. Uh, and yeah, man, looking forward to it. It's gonna be a nice one. What I love about Genevieve is that she has given us classics rather. Like when you listen to the songs that she's made over the years, most of them are classics, and I'm really, really looking forward to unpacking that creative journey that she has blessed us with over the years. So yeah, let me add her back on. I know we had a network issue, but yeah, she's back now, and then we can get the show going. Oh, much better, much better.
I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. So tell me, Genevieve. We know your voice. I feel like you like to tease us. You like to tease us as house music fans. You give us a banger and then you go away and then you come back again. You know what I mean? So, but actually, you know what? I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. Askins, my bad. Welcome to the platform. How are you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm alright. Thank you. So, for those that might not know who Genevieve is, who would you say? How would you describe yourself?
Whoa, what would I say? I'm just a small town girl from Pretoria, Eastras. Grew up there for most of my life, since I was a little girl. Yeah, and I guess I just made my life, here in Pretoria. I've always been a career woman. I've always loved music. I just didn't know that, I would that music would be a profession. I guess I just found myself in the right place at the right time, where I made that decision. I'm a creator. I'm an HOD. I work for a very big corporate. I'm a mom, an entrepreneur. I'm many things. I always say that I'm a multifaceted woman. And I believe that's important because, we do change course as we grow. So you're not always going to be
Mm,
stuck in one thing. And I guess, the way the world is also changing, you almost have to be ready for anything and everything. So yeah, that's kind of sort of who I am. I'm fun, I love people. I love creating. I just love life. Life is such a beautiful
mm,
thing. We're on this earth for many reasons. We've got a story. Some of us can tell our story whilst we are still here. Some of us are still trying to find out what that is. But I do believe that, we all have a purpose, and I'm very big on that. Very.
mm. And I love you know how wholesome you are in terms of who you are. Like you said, you're multifaceted. You're a career woman. you're also like a family person. And I guess that explains why, we hear you, and then, it's like, and then you kind of disappear again. And that's what I want to talk to you about. I'm like, yo, you know what?
Yeah.
Because I'm a house music fan, and there are those iconic voices or songs that you hear, and then you're like, okay, but why aren't you releasing like 10, 20 songs a year? And I guess that's
Yeah.
that's my main question that I'm going to ask you now.
Yeah, you look, I don't think that there's like a set answer. We all go away and we focus on different things. And I think you basically mentioned it. It's like this family, this career. I said to somebody the other day, sometimes you've got to make a decision. You've got to be selfish. Sometimes you've got to be selfish, not just towards yourself, but to family and friends. And for me, I guess, corporate was always the one thing that I focused on. As a woman in the industry, especially in the industry that I'm in, when you are on the top, you want to continue climbing. And I guess that was something that was so important for me, whilst I was doing music. So I literally had to choose, which one was going to be important. And I guess I chose. At the same time, I had my little girl, and that was a very big priority for me. Being a mom to a little girl, my son had already been a bit grown up by then. But,
Mm,
very important for me was just to be there, be a mom, and just go through the emotions of, being a parent. It's tough being a mother. It really is. But yeah,
mm,
with the right support, I guess you can't go wrong. But yeah, I
mm.
guess I just had to make that decision. And guess what? I am back, when the kids are all
Mm.
grown up, you gotta make a decision and say, listen here, guys, this is what I've done for you, and this is now my time. So here I am.
Look, we are happy to have you back. We are happy to have you back. But before we talk about, your new single, "Take Me," which is an Amapiano track, I just want to go back to the classic. Which one is your favorite? Like,
Yeah.
is it "I Don't Care" or "Desire"? Which one is your favorite song between the
I
two?
I would not be able to choose any of them because they're all such beautiful songs. And whenever I perform it, like, you get people that love Desire, they love I Got Love for You, they love I Don't Care. So, for me, when I'm performing the song, when I'm out there out doing my thing, I really just love doing it for the people and just seeing how they love it. So I guess all of them are my favorites. I love performing each and every one of them. Really, and that's
Mm,
true.
mm,
That's true.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. I feel like when you wrote "I Don't Care," is it right to assume that you were writing it for the ladies that were fed up in relationships, and what was happening in your life at that moment in time?
Yeah, I guess so. But you know what the weird thing is that whilst it was focused and written for women, the guys actually related to that song. And I guess I only found that out, when people started loving the song. And I was on another interview on Saturday last week. And somebody said to me, like a gentleman, it was actually Friday, and he's like, Genevieve, you do not understand. The song got me through so much. I was
Mm,
like, wow, that's amazing. But yeah,
mm,
it definitely was, when you're writing, it comes with storytelling, it comes with emotions, it comes with, what people go through, it talks to what you're going through at that particular time. And yeah, I guess I Don't Care really spoke to a lot of women, and I still feel it today when I'm performing the song, how women relate to it and how fed up some of them still are, including the gentleman, of course. But
mhm.
yeah, definitely had a story to tell there.
Okay, yeah, no, I love that song as well. When I heard it,
That's good.
I thought, because it came around the time when we didn't get a lot of like classics coming from South Africa. So you and Gig Superstar and Dr.
Yeah.
Duda really made a classic, and I've always assumed, back then, that it was like, a New York singer who was singing that
Oh,
song. So I
wow.
don't know why. Do
I'm
you get that a
flattered.
lot? Do people always say? Did you? You get people always saying, "Oh, I thought it was like international song. Can't it you know it's local." Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, yeah. I do, especially because I was featured on the song, before I started performing the song, people didn't know who Genevieve was. And then when I started performing the song, people were like, "Oh my gosh, are you Genevieve?" And especially now that, I'm back and, I'm now performing the song, before I start performing my new songs, people are like, "Oh, are you Genevieve?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah." And they're like, "I would have never said," they'll tell me that I give off that, Monique vibe, and I mean, I'm just so flattered by that and so honored. But yeah, I definitely
Mm,
get it a lot. I do.
mm. Okay, and being from Pretoria, and I'm always curious about artists from Pretoria because I feel like that's like the city that kind of like gave house music in South Africa a big push, and guys like Sis and Jones, it's it's one of those guys that really made timeless music. So I'm curious, when Desire was written or recorded, what was happening around that time, because it came out like as a classic and an instant classic.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I was actually pregnant at the time. That is so crazy. I was pregnant at the time. Sis and Jones obviously heard some of my other music. And yeah, Jones, God rest his soul. He was such an incredible soul before we lost him. He just wanted to get me into studio, and he was just like, it doesn't matter what we need to do, we need to get her into studio. And
Mm,
I remember we recorded myself, him, and Cisco. We had so much fun. And, Jones was such an artistic person. He just knew what he wanted. He had this thing about music, how he heard it and how he listened to it. So although I came up with the lyrics, it was he was the one that said, "Okay, let's do this and let's do that. Let's put this here and let's put this there." And it was just such a fascinating moment for me at the time. And yeah, I mean, before knew it, we got back into. I think we went into studio like twice or three times just to finish the song. And yeah,
mm,
we released it. And yeah, unfortunately, yeah, a couple of months later, we lost Jones. And it was just such a sad thing because the song just blew up. And for me, it
mm,
was like, he wasn't around to experience that, but I always knew that, he felt it. He felt it with us. And I mean, we were going to do other things before we lost him. But
mm,
yeah, I guess, yeah, that's how myself and Rawik Deep continue to work on the classics that we worked on. But yeah, they're incredible souls, and I'm sure Sis and I will do something in the near future. We've been talking about it. So
mm.
yeah, fingers crossed it happens. It happens soon.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that story. We really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you so much. But now, it's 2022, a lot has changed. And, I'm a piano, and you have a brand new single called Take Me. It's sounding very fresh.
Yeah.
Tell me about that. Tell me about the I'm a piano sound and, you contributing to the culture.
Oh, wow, funny story. So I don't think the plan was always for me to do I'm a piano. I Last year we got into studio and I invited the guys over. I was like, listen, yeah, this is what I want to do. I wanted to do a couple of projects. I've got a couple of beats. Let's start writing. And we just got into studio. And
Mm-hmm.
Drain introduced me to Picasso, who is the sound engineer and producer. And he produced this beat, and he was like, "Listen, yeah, Jen, I think you would do so well on this beat." And I was like, "Nah, I'm a piano, me never. There's no way. It's
Mm,
not my sound. It's not what I know. It's not what I'm used to, especially since I've been away for such a long time." And they were like, "No,
mm,
let's do this. And yeah, I guess the next thing, there we are in studio, right here at home in my home studio, putting everything down. And I promise you, within like minutes, we had the hook to the song. and Dre
Mm-hmm.
jumped onto it. I mean, Dre, that was never going to be part of the song, but we were just like, let's throw that in there. And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's how Take Me was born, and it's here now. And yeah, I must say, although I was a bit skeptical about it, I'm quite chuffed. I'm quite chuffed with what we did with the song.
Mm-hmm. No, it's sounding dope. It's sounding dope. And I think, your voice, like I said earlier on in the interview, it's just as that thing. So now I want to know, like, moving forward, what does this mean for you? Projecting, you know, your upcoming releases. Are you gonna drop this one and take a long break again, or now are you coming back full force? What are the plans there in terms of, like, the Genevieve in the Amapiano
Well,
space?
wow. Okay. Well, you know what? Don't put me under too much pressure. When it comes to this whole I'm a piano thing, I think the industry is doing so well with so many established artists. Within South Africa, I'm a piano is really taking over the world. And I absolutely love that. I'm not saying that I will not do I'm a piano again, or I don't foresee that happening for the near future. Whatever happens, happens. But commercial house is still what I do. It's what I love. It's my first love. I've got so many producers wanting to work with me specifically on house songs. So I'll be focusing a lot on that. And yeah, I mean, I've been getting a couple of my piano tracks, or beats rather. Um, I will focus on them when I'm ready. Maybe there's another one that will be released soon. But for now, I will be releasing another commercial house single. And then, yeah, I'm looking forward to dropping my EP soon. It won't be this year. Hopefully next year sometime. But yeah, a lot is happening. Take Me is really keeping me busy. I am focusing on that, just coming back into the industry. People need to almost like remember you. And yeah, I guess that's just kind of what I'm trying to do right now. And yeah, it's been great. It's been a good space to be in. It's been a good space to play in. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited, and I'm very excited for the future. I really am. Thank you, Mika, Haley Ann, my sister Zion. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's watching. I was actually gonna send them a shout out to
Hi,
thank everybody for
everyone.
watching.
Thanks for
So
joining.
okay. I know you're working on new music, and I know artists don't necessarily want to say before it's actually out. But can you just tell us a bit about some of the guys that you are kind of like working with, or your collaborations?
Um, okay. I don't want to give too much away, but obviously, Gigs and I, we continue to work together. So we're working on a couple of tracks for my
Mm-hmm.
EP, including his EP. And then we have African Roots. I don't know if everybody remembers African Roots. It's been quite a dream of
Mm.
mine to work with them. So I'm going to be working with African Roots, Altonic. I've got him on my radar, so that's pretty exciting. I've got Gabriel on my radar, which is pretty exciting. Shoot, guys. Yeah, there's a few other names that I don't want to share on this call right now, or on this live, because I really want it to be a surprise when we're ready to release. But yeah, those are just some of the names and some of the big names that you must look out for. And yeah, of course, people are receiving Take Me really well. And yeah, we'll see who else. Yeah, African Roots. Yes, we are working on something amazing. So yeah, I guess for the next couple of months we'll be in studio, just working, working, working. It is a safe space, yes. Yeah, we'll be working on some really, really amazing music, and yeah, hopefully, take it to the world.
Ah, can't wait, man. And yeah, I see on social media you're busy, you are performing everywhere. How has the experience been like, being back with like a different sound, performing to like a whole new audience? How has that been like?
Wow, it's been amazing. I have to be honest, I always say, we're not all just singers, we're performers, we're not just recording artists, we're performing artists. So for me, it is just so electrifying being able to go back on stage and just doing my thing, just, singing and performing and, catching the crowd and just listening to the crowd, sing along. I think especially with Take Me, Dre, his stage name, Less is More, just performing Take Me with him is just so magical. So I must say that's like the one performance that I do look forward to. We've got a couple coming up in the next couple of days. So yeah, if you're in Pretoria or if you're on my IG, yeah, just check it out and see where we will be performing.
Okay. All right, cool. Genevieve, thank you so much
Mhm.
for your time. It was nice, getting to talk to you and learning a bit about your story. And yeah, I'm inspired. I'm inspired. And yeah, keep blessing us, ne? Is there anything that I missed that you just want to say to, people out there?
No, no, I think you've covered everything. Again, I just want to say thank you to everybody for the love and the support that they've shown over the past couple of weeks, just coming back into the industry. And yeah, it's been phenomenal. And I can just say thank you so much to everybody that's supporting this journey. It really does feel good to be back.
Okay. All right.
Thank
I know, cool.
you.
Thank you so much, and for everybody that has been watching throughout, thank you so much. This interview will be, I'm gonna publish it now, so if you just joined us, you can catch up on the timeline. Thank you so much, and good night, and yeah, peace, ne?
Good night, everyone. Bye. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, sharp, sharp.
Cheers. Bye bye.